Welcome to Series 3, Episode 1 of Doctor Who. Let's get into it. Oh, we're not getting like an opening to the episode. Do they do that for the start of every series?
You're up early. What's happening? It's a nightmare, because Dad won't listen, and I'm telling you...
Where do I know her from? She looks... Was she the one in Army of Ghosts and Doomsday? The one that got taken over?
Mum, it's a party. I can't stop Dad from bringing his girlfriend. Hold on, that's Dad. I'll call you back. Oh.
They need a group chat.
What's wrong with Annalise?
Is that Martha? Say hi. Hi, Martha. Hi.
Hi, Annalise.
Oh, big kiss and lots of love. See you at the party, babe. Now take me shopping, big boy.
All right. What now?
Watch it, mate.
Just kidding, do whatever you want. Oh, now there's two. Why?
Mr. Smith, a very good morning to you. How are you today?
Oh, not so bad. Still a bit, flat.
John Smith admitted yesterday with severe abdominal pain.
Admitted yesterday she just saw him on the street.
It wasn't very clever running around outside, was it?
Sorry?
On Chancellor Street this morning. Came up to me and took your tie off.
What did I do that for?
I don't know, you just did.
Not me.
Have you got a brother?
No, not anymore. Just me.
As time passes and I grow ever more infirm and weary, Miss Jones.
Well, there's a little bit more information. He had at least one sibling.
I weep for future generations. Are you having trouble locating the heart, Miss Jones?
That happened to me this morning.
I had the same thing on the door handle.
And me, in the lift.
There's a thunderstorm moving in, and lightning is a form of static electricity.
Not quite like that.
My mate Ben, that was a day and a half. I got rope burns off that kite, and then I got soaked.
Okay.
Quite.
And then I got electrocuted.
Well, they're going to think you're crazy, so stop
I
talking.
think perhaps a visit from psychiatric.
Yeah. Unless that's what he wants. Even if that's the same actress, I'm just going to assume it's not the same character.
Tell you what, I'm not that far away. I'll meet you for a sandwich. You can draw up a battle plan.
What, in this weather? I'm going out to pouring down.
It's not raining here.
Well, that's great.
It's raining right on top of you. I can see it, but it's dry where I am.
Yeah, but listen. I'll tell you what we do. Tell Dad and Annalise to get there early, about 7:30.
There are multiple doctors running around?
The rain?
It's only rain.
Martha, have you seen the rain?
Why is everyone fussing about rain?
Is it like going upside down or something? Yeah.
Rain is going up.
What the hell was that?
Martha, it's night.
It's not night. We're on the moon. We're on the bloody moon.
Well, this just keeps getting weirder and weirder. And I'm kind of here for it. Is this something causing them all to react this way? I feel like that many people wouldn't be reacting like that. I mean, there would be panic, but this is weird. I feel like the two of them are acting fairly normal. Like, how people would be acting in this situation. A little hard to believe.
I'm sorry, I can't.
A little panicky. Anxious.
Hold on.
I thought about that for a split second. I was like, wait a minute.
Exactly
No.
airtight. If the air was going to get sucked
Right.
out, it would have happened straight away, but it didn't. So how come?
Very good
And like
point.
windows didn't explode or anything.
What was your name?
Martha?
Of question is, how are we still breathing?
Well, you can't be.
But obviously we are, so don't waste my time. Martha, what have we got? Is there a balcony on this floor or a veranda?
By the patient's lounge, yeah.
What's going out?
Okay.
We might die.
We might not.
Good. Come on. Not her, she'd hold us up.
You didn't make the cut.
We've got air. How does that work?
Just be glad it does.
I wonder if like if they step off of that, like off of the building and the ground of the building, if it would stop.
Want to go back in?
No way. I mean, we could die any minute, but all the same, it's beautiful.
Do you think?
How many people want to go to the moon? And here we are.
What do you think?
Extraterrestrial. I don't know, a few years ago that would have sounded mad, but these days, that spaceship flying into Big Ben, Christmas, those Cybermen things. I had a cousin, Adiola. She worked at Canary Wharf. She never came home.
Okay. And Addie, I think is what they called her, if I remember right. I could be making that up. Okay, so there's the explanation. I'm glad I got one. Oh, nope. Don't do those faraway looks. Don't make me cry.
I'm the doctor.
Me too, if I ever pass my test.
Not quite.
Just the doctor.
How do you mean, just the doctor?
Just the doctor.
What,
Just the
people call you
doctor.
The doctor?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm not. As far as I'm concerned, you've got to earn that title.
All right, better make a start then.
He has.
Must be some sort of
Okay.
force field. Keeping the air in.
That means this is the only air we've got.
Yep.
What happens when it runs out?
1,000 people. Suffocating.
Guess it's time to start culling the herd. I don't mean that seriously.
Give yourself.
Okay. You just so happen to have binoculars in your office?
Real proper aliens.
Jadoon.
Okay. There's a bit of intensity when he said that. So he's definitely familiar with them.
Mr. Stoker, I'm sorry, I didn't know who else to ask, but can you help me?
She's definitely part of it. For sure.
What are names now when something unnameable is marching towards us across the moon? 2 more years, I thought. 2 more years and then retire.
She's a part of this. I feel like she's going to kill him.
But I need help, Mr. Stoker.
I can't do anything.
Oh, I think you can. You see, there are great tests to come, and terrible deeds. Some of them I own. But if I'm to survive this, I need you.
What are you talking about?
Blood, specifically yours.
Why?
I've even brought a straw.
Okay. Well, great tests and survivors, so like, is she with them or no? Oh, so they are all going in there. I thought they were just like walking past them all. Do they really need to build abs into the suit?
We are citizens of planet Earth. We welcome you in.
That's not your place to welcome them to.
Please don't hurt me. I was just trying to help. I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. But...
Is that like a temp gun?
Please don't hurt me. I was
Scanner?
just trying to help.
Recorder?
Sorry, don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
Language assimilated. Designation Earth English. You will be catalogued.
That was really cool.
Cut off all suspects.
These things kind of remind me of the things in Fifth Element.
What'd you do?
Hello, police. Well, police for hire.
I say they seem like police.
And they brought us to the moon.
Neutral territory. According to galactic law, they've got no jurisdiction over the Earth, so they isolated it. That rain, lightning, that was them. Using an H2O scoop.
If they're police, are we under arrest? Are we trespassing on the moon or something?
No, but I like that.
No, it's neutral.
Good thinking. No, I wish it were that simple. They're making a catalogue. That means they're after something non-human, which is very bad news for me.
Yeah. Piece it together, you're not dumb.
Oh, you're kidding me.
You heard the two hearts. So if they're for hire, who hired them? No!
Witness the crime. Charge physical assault. Plea guilty. Sentence execution.
Was it worth it?
You didn't have to do that.
Justice is swift.
Do not feel like the punishment fit the crime?
Jadoon platoon upon the moon. Because I was just travelling past, I swear. I was just wandering. I wasn't looking for trouble. Honestly, I wasn't, but I noticed these plasma cores.
His hair is so
That
crazy.
lightning, that's a plasma core. It's been building up for 2 days now, so I checked in. I thought something was going on inside. Turns out the plasma coils with the Jadoon up above.
But what are they looking for?
Something that looks human but isn't.
Like you, apparently.
Like me. But not me.
Haven't they got a photo?
Might be a shape changer.
Shape changer? I've never heard it referred to as that before.
They'll sentence it to execution.
All of us?
Oh, yes. But if I can find this thing first...
Oh! You see, they're thick! You do not think they're so completely thick, they wipe the records!
Oh, that's clever. Maybe there's a backup.
Just keep working, I'll go and ask Mr. Stoker, he might know.
There you go. You found her.
I've restored the backup.
I found her!
You did what?
His hair is like back to normal again. Are we gonna ever see these guys without their helmets on? I feel like that guy was fairly slow. But he was running in leather pants.
What did you do?
Increase the radiation by 5,000%.
But isn't that going to kill you?
Nah, it's only Röntgen radiation. We used to play with Röntgen bricks in the nursery. It's safe for you to come out. I've absorbed it all. All I need to do is expel it. If I concentrate, shift the radiation out of my body and into one spot. So my left shoe. Here we go. Easy does it. Itches. Oh. Done.
You're completely mad.
You're right.
So what is that thing?
Solid leather all the way through. Someone has got one hell of a fetish.
Oh.
But it was that woman, Miss Finnegan. Just like a servant.
My sonic screwdriver.
She was one of the patients, but
Burn out my sonic screwdriver.
she had this straw like some sort of
I
vampire.
love my sonic screwdriver.
Doctor?
Sorry. You call me doctor.
Anyway, Miss Finnegan is the alien. She was drinking Mr. Stoker's
Are we,
blood.
I feel like we need that sonic screwdriver.
Shape changer, internal shape changer. She wasn't drinking blood, she was assimilating it.
Prepare to be catalogued.
She does not seem worried. She drank the blood, so is she going to register as human now? Yep.
If she can assimilate Mr. Stoker's blood, mimic the biology, she'll register as human. We've got to find her and show the Jadoon. Come on!
I like these outfits. They look pretty badass. In case you haven't noticed, though, I like a darker aesthetic.
Haven't you got backup? You must have a partner or something.
Humans, we're stuck on the moon, running out of air with Jadoon and a blood-sucking criminal. You're asking personal questions. Come on.
I like that. Humans. Still not convinced you're an alien.
Non-human.
Oh my god, you really are?
They've done this floor.
They're building her up a lot. I wonder if she's going to become a new companion. I would like it. I like her.
How are you feeling? All right?
Running on adrenaline.
Welcome to my world.
What about the Jadoon?
Great big lung reserves. I won't slow them down.
But it also wouldn't surprise me if we didn't get, like, I feel like it would be a change of pace for them to basically do like a new companion every episode.
Wait a minute.
She was very similar to Rose.
Mark, stay here. I need time. We've got to hold them up.
How do I do that?
Just forgive me for this. If it's over 1,000 lives, it means nothing. Honestly, nothing.
Doesn't mean nothing to her.
It was nothing.
So what did he need to do that for? Because he wouldn't have done that unless it served a purpose.
Have you seen there are these things? These big space rhino things. I mean, rhinos from space. And we're on the moon. Great big space rhinos with guns on the moon. I don't give them for my bunions, look. Didn't I mention the rhinos?
Hold him.
Human. Wait. Non-human trace suspected. Non-human element confirmed. Authorize full scan.
A magnet with its setting now increased to 50,000 Tesla.
Oh, I like how they've got it like reflecting in her eyes.
It'll send out a magnetic pulse that'll fry the brain stems of every living thing within 250,000 miles. Except for me, safe in this room.
But,
Okay.
doesn't that distance include the Earth?
Only the side facing the moon. The other half will survive. Call it my little gift.
How considerate of you.
Then I must assimilate again.
What does that mean?
I must appear to be human. I've got my little straw.
That's nice. Milkshake? I like banana.
You're quite the funny man.
I feel like she's going to taste it, though. Like, right away.
The darkness. I think it's time you found some peace. Steady him.
What is this whole darkness thing?
I'm afraid this is going to hurt. But if it's any consolation, the dead don't tend to remember.
The hell kind of a straw is that? She's definitely not tasting it then. Doctor, I feel like you need your blood.
Scan him.
Did she take it all out?
Deceased.
No, it can't be. Let me through. Let me see him.
Stop. Case closed.
But it was her. She killed him. She did it. She murdered him.
You do have no authority over human crime.
You just killed the other guy. Unless it's human on human crime,
Wait a
maybe.
minute. You drank his
She's got blood on her lips.
The doctor's blood.
Oh, I don't mind. Scan all you like.
Non-human.
What?
Confirm analysis. Plasma ball. Charged with the crime of murdering the child princess of Pantravol Regency 9.
Well, she deserved it. She was begging for the bite of a plasma ball.
Then you confess.
Confess, I'm proud of it. Stop them!
I feel like that's not going to be enough. Yeah.
Verdict guilty. Sentence execution.
The scanner shouldn't be doing that. She's done something.
Our jurisdiction has ended. Jadoon will evacuate.
What? You can't just leave it. What's it going to do?
All units withdraw.
So they're not going to put them back? They're not going to stop this? I mean, I feel like it makes sense with what the doctor said in the beginning about how they were like sort of police and police for hire, and
We're running out to there.
they don't care. They did their job. I don't feel like CPR will replace blood, but obviously something's going to work. I feel like they ran out of oxygen very fast, but I'm just going to go with it. Yeah. Okay, that's one problem taken care of.
Come on, Jadoon, reverse it.
They're sending them back.
It was so weird. worried. Because the police wouldn't say, they didn't have a clue. And I tried phoning. Mum's on her way, but she can't get through. They've closed off all the roads. There's thousands of people trying to get in. The whole city's come to a halt. And Dad phoned, because it's on the news and everything. He was...
I saw it happen.
What's going to happen right now?
I saw the Earth suspended in space. And it all just proves Mr. Saxon right. We're not alone in the universe. There's life out there. Wild and extraordinary.
She's hooked.
Putting my foot down! This is me putting my foot down!
This is a fun family.
Mum, don't! I asked the teacher and he's saying that someplace.
Yeah. Why would you want all that drama when you can have him?
I went to the moon today.
A bit more peaceful than down here.
You never even told me who you are. What sort of species? It's not every day I get to ask that.
I'm a Time Lord.
Right.
I just thought, since you saved my life and I've got a brand new sonic screwdriver which needs road testing, you might fancy a trip.
What, into space?
If it helps, I can travel in time as well.
Come on now, that is going too far.
I'll prove it.
This is making me tear up because it's reminding me a lot of Rose. That's what the deal with the tie is. That was him proving he could go back in time.
No, but that was this morning. But did you... Oh my God, you can travel in time. Your spaceship's made of wood. There's not much room, we'd be a bit intimate.
Take a look.
I don't know why I'm tearing up with this.
But it's just a box. But it's huge.
He's had to do this so many times.
It's bigger on the inside.
Is it? I noticed. Fine, let's get going.
Where is everyone?
It's me.
All on your own?
Well, sometimes I have guests. I mean, some friends travelling alongside. It was recently a friend of mine. Rose, her name was Rose. And we were together. Anyway, not that you're replacing her.
Never said I was.
Just one trip to say thanks. You get one trip, then back home. I'd rather be
Sure.
alone.
I love that they worked in that line.
Well, you're the one that kissed me.
That was a genetic transfer.
For the record, I'm not remotely interested. I only go for humans.
We'll see.
Welcome aboard, Miss Jones.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Smith.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. I enjoyed that way more than the Christmas special. I enjoyed that way, way more than the opening of series 2. I really liked that a lot. Yeah, it was intriguing and captivating, like just about from the start. Once we got to the hospital and kind of started seeing what was happening, and there was the weird thing with the doctor and his tie, and then he was in the hospital bed. It was all the right kind of confusing, where I don't really understand what's happening, but I really want to find out. And so, yeah, I really enjoyed this one. This is a very strong opening to series 3, and it has me really excited. I vastly prefer Martha over what's her face. I don't even remember her name. Catherine Tate's character. I just did not like her at all. Okay, I can't say not at all. I didn't like her at first at all. But there were some nice moments when she kind of mellowed out a little bit. There were some nice moments. But I was having to basically like convince myself that I was going to end up liking her as a companion. But in, the comments on Patreon, after my Series 2 Thoughts video, there was a very good point that companion doesn't necessarily mean, when that's used, when somebody calls someone a companion, it doesn't mean that that's going to be they're going to be there for any length of time. And so I'm hoping that's the case. Although I really thought that maybe she's going to be in this more than just that one episode. And she might come back at some point. But I definitely prefer Martha. And she very much has Rose characteristics. Very, very much. And I like that because I do see like a lot of myself in Rose and now in Martha. And so it's nice to have somebody like traveling with a doctor in this show that I can relate to. Rose definitely had her faults. I'm sure Martha will too. But, she's got that sense of adventure, the kind of like the skepticism, which is good, but then also the ability to adapt and be a little bit skeptical at first, but then eventually finally like, and fairly quickly come around to like, all right, I guess this is just what's happening now. What do we do now? And so I like that critical thinking, creative thinking, willing to, like sacrifice themselves for other people, like stand up for other people, fight for other people. And then also the moment of like humanity that sometimes the doctor doesn't have because he gets so laser focused on what's going on. Like when she shut the other doctor's eyes, like that was a very Rose thing to do, I think. And so I would imagine that some people might have been annoyed that we're getting basically just another version of the same character, but also this was the first episode. And so I'll be curious to see how this character develops. And again, maybe she leaves in the second episode. I don't know. I got my hopes up with Adam and look how that turned out. But if she does stick around for a while, I'll be curious to see how they develop this character so that she's not just like a copy of Rose, and how they're going to give her her own characteristics and make this like a fully fleshed out character. I'll be excited to see all that develop. Yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed this. My alarm. I was supposed to be waking up right about now. But no, I definitely am excited now for series 3. Not that I wasn't before, but when I got to series 2 and that was the opening, I was like, ooh, this is not a great start. But I mean, every episode has varied like so wildly in what I like and what I don't like. So I feel like you can't really judge a whole series just by one episode. All right, I think that's going to wrap up this one. If you're watching this on Patreon, thank you so much for the support. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to get the full reactions and get access to them months before they come onto YouTube, you can click the link in the description below and join us over there on Patreon. And if you want to hang out on YouTube, that's totally cool. Just make sure that you hit the subscribe and notification button so that you don't miss the next episode. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one.